Lee Hogan here, VIP Boxing down at Trinity Boxing in Wakefield, where I'm going to chat to Keanan Holford.
That's it.
I don't get it right.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I didn't get Andrea's surname right.
No,
But then Izzy's a bit of a tricky name, isn't it?
Yeah, mine's a bit more simple than his, like, yeah.
Yes, I've come down here to catch up with you because you're one of the fighters on our open air show on July the 12th down at Wakefield Trinity Ground, and I'm genuinely looking forward to the show, mate. But what I'm genuinely looking forward to after watching you before, I don't know too much about you, so this is what we're here to do, to find out a little bit about you. I know you as a professional, you're 3-0.
Yes.
Last time out, you, let's just see here. Oh, you beat one of my favourites, Mr. Carl Sampson.
I know.
That must have been a bit of a local derby, that, because he's not too far away from here, is he?
No, not too far away, I don't think, no.
But before that, let's go back to, how did you start in boxing?
I started boxing, it was literally just as an hobby, because I wanted to see my dad more. Obviously, my mum and dad separated, but it would just see more than every other weekend, you know,
Yeah.
and then eventually I fell in love with it, and fell in love with the old team down here, like Rick and that.
But before you was boxing, weren't you involved in a lot of other sports? As a young kid, weren't you a kickboxer or something?
Yeah, I did kickboxing, I've done MMA, I've done rugby, I've done all sorts. It's always been contact.
Physical?
Yeah, physical, yeah. Always been, mate.
But not many amateur fights, 4 amateur fights.
4 amateurs as a boxer, yeah.
Yeah.
4 amateurs.
And was that spread over a long period of time, and when did the first one start?
The first one was, I'd say, maybe a year before lockdown, and then the other 2 followed pretty much straight after, had a little break, and then lockdown came. And then after lockdown, I sort of disappeared off face of earth for like 6 months. Come back, did one more fight, and then disappeared again.
Yeah.
And then that were it, my amateur career over.
So what dragged you back into boxing and what made you think, because listen, 4 fights is not a lot. I know you've had a lot of kickboxing and combat sport, mixed martial arts, like you say, you know, you've done all that, but boxing's boxing. What brought you back and made you think, you know something, I'll become a pro?
To be honest, I'd done two or three unlicensed fights, you know, just to make a bit of extra cash, so I was struggling for cash. I wasn't really working as much as I should have been, like, so I just did it for extra cash, and I was doing quite well, you know what I mean? I won them all, and, you know, I was putting people down, and I was enjoying it. I was enjoying being back at gym.
I was watching you before, because you were actually perfectly built for boxing.
Yeah.
You got a good shoulder, you're extremely tall. What are you, 6'1"?
6'1" on a good day, yeah. On a good day.
With that hair, maybe
6'2".
But yeah, you look really nice, and you're quite flashy. You know, your hands down, you move well. You know, you don't look like a 4-fight novice.
No, I think.
Oh well, all right. You've got 3 fights under your belt now as a pro, but you don't look like a guy. You look very seasoned.
No, I appreciate that, mate. I think most of it's knowing. Like, people know fighting, and then there's people that don't, and I think I just understand it better than some people, you know what I mean? Right, like any Tom, Dick and Harry off the street would understand it, so I think that's all that is. And it's good to have a bit of charisma, so that's what the flashy side is, you know what I mean? I enjoy it.
But that's another thing about boxing, we forget, you know, talent's a wonderful thing, but you've got to be popular. You've got to be popular because you've got to be able to sell tickets. Now, I don't know, where were these other fights that you've had? Have you had to, can you fight local and can you sell tickets? Because if you can sell tickets, you've got an opportunity to make something in this game.
It's like for this fight, I've got people coming over from Barnsley, I've got people coming over from Manchester, so... Yeah. It's very spread. Like, we're a big family, and I've got, you know, I'm not saying I've got loads of friends, but I'm a decent bloke, you know what I mean? So like, people respect that, and they come and support me because of that. I'm a decent bloke, so I'm a nice person, and
how old are you now?
I'm 21, mate.
21. So you're a baby.
Pretty much, yeah. Rick always says that to me. He says, you're a babby. And I'm like, yeah.
A big babby. But it must be, I mean, you must be fairly excited with the way things are going then.
Yes, mate, I'm buzzing.
And is it going the way you thought it'd be going? Because you what, just over a year as a professional now?
Just over a year, yeah.
So you were a real babby when you turned over, under 21. You probably stopped growing, but I'm not sure.
Still hold high up, so I'm sick of it now.
What weight are you going to be competing at?
This weight is just below super light. Just like, so in between like lightweight and super light, 9 stone 12.
Yes.
Thereabouts. This is what this one's
And you got a day before weighing with this one, or are you on the day?
I think it's on the day.
Right, so if on the day you're definitely a lightweight, and
yeah.
if you do grow a bit, you're just going to be even bigger lightweight. You don't have to move up, and if you did move up, you wouldn't be small anyway, would you?
No. It'd be sound. It works both ways, it's alright, isn't it?
It's a good way. This is it bodes well for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good when you put it on paper, like, yeah.
And then we were just talking about your opponent. We've never seen him before, Jake Price. He's a new kid on the circuit. I think he's going to be 7th fight or something like that.
Jake Price
on our show.
Busily. Very much like in the first fight with Dale Callum, you never know. Yeah, totally understandable. And I think you've been around the game long enough to know there's certain fighters that you know are going to come and maybe chuck up.
At the end of the fight, the only thing
the money, whereas others are going to want to come and be a bit more game.
Problems.
Yeah.
And straight after that, on the road, he went and picked up a win. Unfortunately, the next fight, he met a very, very good kid who was a top amateur, Ellis Price, who a lot of people are going to go a long way, and he stopped him. But he is a good test, and someone who could almost match you for height and reach.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, like you say, he's a bit taller than the rest of the people I've had fight with. Like, so, yeah, it'll be a nice little mix-up. We'll see how it goes on.
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued, and obviously outdoors, like I said, on your doorstep.
Yeah.
And I believe a little bit of a dream come true, because you played rugby before you were boxing, and in between when you were doing your kickboxing and your mixed martial arts. And your granddad always wanted you to play rugby on Wakefield Trinity. Well, now you're going to box on it. So.
Yeah, he gets half of his wish, I suppose, so that's good enough. Yeah, I'm buzzing for it, mate. It's a big thing for me, that. Massive thing.
Well, it's a big thing for us. It's the first time, 29 years my boss has been doing this, Steve Wood, and we've never done an outdoor show before. And fingers crossed, the weather's lovely. And I think everyone's in for a treat, because we've got a pack card on there. We've got Zelfa Barrett been added to it, which is a massive treat for all you kids, because you know he's a kid who's been right up there. We've got 2 fantastic title fights on there. One and being a local kid, like Dom and Kurt Jackson, 2 local kids, both fighting for titles on there. And the rest of the undercard is all there or thereabouts around this area.
Every fight on there is top tier, you know what I mean? There's not one fight on it where you think, you know where it's going, sort of thing. It's very, very well put out. If
you do really well in this fight, you might be able to afford a proper haircut.
Wow, I knew something was going to get brought up, you know. It's fine.
That haircut would have been great in my day when we had mullets.
Yeah, I'm bringing the mullet back, we're bringing it back.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you,
thank you. It's been a pleasure, mate.
I was really impressed with you today. You look very nice, very sharp, good feet. It looks like you carry a bit of power. You're one of those, like you said. In fact, everyone here today, they're all southpaws. You're not allowed to breed normal orthodox fighters around here.
No, clearly not. There's loads in this tube, honestly. There's loads, mate.
Right, well, listen, I really am looking forward to July the 12th. And hopefully we have a young lady down there who does our post-fight interviews. Is she going to be saying win number 4?
She is.
Right, listen, Keanan, you take care.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.